The S&P is hovering near record highs as we get ready to blow the halftime whistle on 2021. The Dow is up some 0.5%. The Nasdaq today lower after hitting all-time highs on Monday. But if you look for the year overall, both the S&P and the Dow are up double digits since the beginning of the year. The investors celebrating the latest ADP data, private sector adding 692,000 jobs. David Rubenstein is the co-founder of the Carlyle Group. He joins me now from New York via Skype. David, it is good to see you, sir. I appreciate you taking time. Thank you. Let's start on the economic front here. We know the Fed were probably looking back end of next year into 23 for liftoff on rates. And we are told inflation is temporary and contained. Do you buy that?
I do think it's not as serious a problem as some in the market have thought. The truth is, during the pandemic, many companies slowed down their production. And so now as durables have been in great demand, people really have been buying more durables than manufacturers predicted. Prices have gone up, but I think it's temporary. And I remember we've had inflation of under 2% for about 10 years. That's very low. Historically, in college textbooks on economics, it was said that inflation of 3 to 4% is normal. We've been well below that. So right now, we're probably at a little bit above 3%, but I don't think it's anything really to be alarmed about, not really now. I worked in the White House in the Carter years, and we had double-digit inflation. That's serious inflation. Inflation 3% is not serious.
Right, but then you do get this timing question. Do you think the markets are making too much on the timing of, for example, talks over tapering and when liftoff happens? Do you think we will be in for many months of watch, wait and see?
Well, when you've got lots of money at stake, people are paying attention to every word that Jay Powell utters, and I think there's no doubt going to be some overreaction. And I don't think we're going to have a taper tantrum of the type we had a few years ago when Ben Bernanke was talking about tapering the quantitative easing. But I do think people expect that there will be some tapering at some point next year, for sure. And I suspect the continuation of the $120 billion of purchases a month will continue for some time. Generally, I think that inflation is not our biggest problem economically right now. I don't think that's the biggest problem.
So what is? If that's not, where do you see the biggest problem?
I think the biggest problem in the United States is we have to get the economy back to a level where most people are participating in the economy. Right now, we still have 8 million people unemployed who were employed before. So while the unemployment rate is technically 5.8%, the real rate is about 8.3%. So we need to get more people back to work. And then secondly, and the most significant problem I think we have is the pandemic produced greater income inequality than we had seen before, and we had great income inequality before. So many people have fallen way below where they were before, and therefore we don't want to be an economy that is a tale of two cities. Wealthy people in the tech world, wealthy people in the financial service world, and then people who are blue-collar workers, unemployed, and unable to adjust to the new economic system. That's the big problem.
One of the most pressing issues, temporary arguably, but it's there, is this whole idea of a fundamental shift in the way we work, the so-called working from home, yes, the hybrid system. I'm obviously in the studio. I don't know whether you're in your office or at home, but where do you stand on those who say hybrid versus the Morgan Stanleys, Goldman Sachs's, and what's Carlyle doing in terms of hybrid?
Well, let me say that the pandemic has produced a way we will work differently forever, almost certainly. In just 1 year, we've recognized we can do a lot more at home or with technology. So I think most people who are large employers are saying to their employees, we want you to come back, but you don't have to come back 5 days a week at the same hourly numbers that we'd had before. So I think most employers are happy to have people come back to work and want them to come back to work because I think there's some benefit to having people together. But I don't think people feel you have to be in the office 5 days a week as you were before, or 6 days a week in some cases of people who are really workaholics.
Let's hope those days have gone. David, it is good to see you. You're looking well, and that's to be applauded. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Richard. Good to see you.
Thank you.